good to you if I could, I'd make you happy. If I had a son, I'd be good to my daddy. I love you, darling, I know it's not the same, 'cause you're North Country boy.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart back with another lesson, and today we've got another classic Charlatans song and North Country Boy. Every time I do a Charlatans lesson, I always get, loads of requests for, do more Charlatans. I have done the obvious ones. I've done the only one I know and one to another, and just when you're thinking things over, if you want to go and check those out as well, if you are a Charlatans fan. But this is one of my personal favourites. Absolutely love this one. Reminds me of great times in the 90s, and it's a great song to play as well. It's not a beginner song. There is a couple of bar chords in there, but I always say if you're just getting into bar chords, this probably would be one of the ideal songs. So anyway, I'm going to post the tab up, the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern up on my Patreon page if you want to go over and check that out. And the way that works, you just subscribe for as little as a couple of quid a month, or however much you can afford. It's all very much appreciated and funds these lessons. Basically, it helps me carry on doing what I do, because I don't make a lot from YouTube, so it's just another way of paying for my time doing these lessons for you guys. So I'll put a little link to that in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments as well if you want to go over and check that out. I'd really appreciate that. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. If you are subscribed, a further way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up. Another thing, if you want to go over and give me a like on social media, so I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. As you always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, the song is in standard tuning. Now it's got the little intro that goes around like 4 bars. Now you can either just hang on an A chord, But what sounds a little bit more funky and sort of closer to the track is if you do this sort of A7 shape. Now what I'm doing, I'm borrowing the top 4 strings, the E, the B, the G and the D string, playing also the open A string, and I'm going to put my second finger on the 3rd fret on the top E string, so we get this sounding chord. So okay, then we go back to the A chord when we start singing. Now it's nice on the A chord around the verse to do this little embellishment going into an A sus4 chord, okay? So all that would entail is if you're doing an A major chord with your 1st, 2nd and 3rd finger, moving the 3rd finger over to the 3rd fret on the B string. I'll sing that along in a minute and you'll see where that sort of happens. So we got this quick change later on in the verse, which is going to be an F sharp minor to an E, then we go to a D, and then we go back to an A again. So I'm just going to sing that verse through so you can see how it gels together. So we got, hey, country boy, hey, country boy, what are you sad about? Every day you make the sun come out, into the pouring rain, I'll come to see you, I'll save you, I'll save you. So we go to another verse. What do you care about? She said this and that. What do I mean to you? I'll show you if you want the truth. I can't remember, I don't know how to tell you, but I love you just the same. The A sus4 back to the A there. Okay, so that's your first 2 verses. So then we go into the chorus. We're going to want another bar chord here, so it's going to be a B minor. Then we're going to go to an E, we're going to go to the F sharp minor again, a G, B minor, and then a quick change at the end from an E, D, and then we go back into the A again, which leads us into verse 3. So I'll just sing that through so you can see how that gels together. So we got the, how many eyes must a young girl have? I know she makes you cry, I know she makes you laugh. I'll be good to you if I could and make you happy. If I had a son, I'd be good to my daddy. The love she done, but it's not the same, 'cause you're North Country boy. Hey, So you can see verse 3 is a little bit different than verse 1 and 2. It's sort of a line short, okay? So then we go into the chorus again, which is exactly the same. And we got this little breakdown part, this instrumental part, after the second chorus, which I tend to do that opening chord again. But that chord shape, I would slide up to so I'm actually borrowing the top 4 strings on the 14th fret, and I've now got my second finger on the 15th fret on the top E string, so you get this lovely funky sounding chord. Okay, so then we've got this little part where it goes from an A to a D chord. Now I think it's quite nice, sliding the A shape up to the 7th fret so we get this.
What you care about, she said this and that.
So we go into another verse there and another chorus. So the only other part after the last chorus, we've got this sort of instrumental break again, which is the same as the other instrumental break, pretty much to the end of the song where it fades out, and it's basically those two chords again, that A7 shape. Slide that up to the 14th fret. If you want to tie it up, you can just finish it, you know, on the A chord again. So that is pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. Now, strumming pattern, I tend to mix it up a little bit as I'm playing, but I always give a guide pattern. And what I would say, the chords that go for a bar, we could do a down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. So mainly on that A chord through the verse. So that F sharp minor would be a down, 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 up. Chords that go half a bar, down, 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 up. So that's pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. You can't beat a bit of the Charlatans, and as I said, if you are a Charlatans fan, go and check those other tutorials I did as well. You know, really, really great band, the Charlatans, and still around doing it today. You know, Tim Burgess doing his listening parties and things like that. So a very sort of key figure in the music industry, Tim Burgess and the Charlatans, amazing band. So. Thanks very much for watching. If you all dug that, if you want to request any other Charlatan songs I haven't done, or anything, you know, 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic guitar or an electric within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in is obviously comment in the post below. Or if you want to find me a private message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot and I have to handpick them a little bit. But I always say, don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very, very much appreciated. So there you go. Thanks for the continued support. As I said in the intro, I'll quickly mention it again. If you are subscribed, third way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up, and you can keep up to date. The Patreon thing as well, you know, there's not only this song up, you know, everything I've pretty much done over the past 9 months, all the tabs up there. So if you want to go and check that out, as little as a couple of quid a month, or however much you can afford it, like I say, it's very, very much appreciated. Another thing I always say, word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays a guitar. Please point them in my direction, I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say have a great morning, day, night, whenever it is you're watching, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.